Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And I have a flip through of this journal that I made for my oldest daughter. She doesn't know it yet, so it's a surprise. She will, by the time this video goes up, have received this journal. It is, I'm just calling it Sunflowers, and it measures 7.5 by 8.5 by, oh, I forgot already. Just about 3 inches this way, and then this side is a big old gator mouth. I made the cover from a gift bag. It's got gold corner protectors on it. I've got a little bit of lace on the back of it, or on the spine. And this is just the gift bag here. The tie, I have put some eyelets in and added ribbon in such a way that it can be expanded or tightened up as she wishes, or she can remove it completely, because this is just a lark's head knot here on each of these pieces. Here's the view from the top. Not much of a garden on the top, a little bit right here and a little bit there, but not much of everything going on. And then there's the view from the bottom, and there's the signature tie beads and dangles. She will tell you that the glitter gene skipped her, so there's not a whole lot of sparkle and shine in this one, but there is a little bit because I made the journal and this was already on the gift bag anyway. Let's see, I have 5 signatures and I have no clue how many pages. I made this journal as part of the October Orderly Challenge that is hosted by Dear Julie, and I will have all the information for that linked below. I do have a list of things that were required, and I'm going to refer to my list that is sitting over here to the side, so I can make sure that I show you everything. Let me get my papers so they're not all landsliding over. All right, so we're going to open this up. And right inside the front cover here, and I'm going to zoom in on this. And I just took Tim Holtz clippings, stickers, or Ideology stickers, and made a little, I don't know that it's a poem, but it's just a little bit of a note. And it says, "Beautiful daughter, the dearest little girl, I promise you love with all my heart all the days of my life." And I have this little circle pocket here with just a little tag. That could be from the library of, or whatever she wants it to be. I will have listed below the digitals that I also used. These digitals I think are almost all from Dear Julie's Etsy shop. I love this one. It's not even a sunflower print, but it kind of looks like one, so it goes. I covered the inside with some sunflower fabric where I sewed the signatures in. I have a pen holder, as is my custom, and I have this pen picked out because I know that she would really like it. And I don't know, can you see the sparkly gems in there? My lighting is a little off today. And this is a policy envelope, and this is one of the requirements. And inside, I have a piece of stationery, and that's all I've got in there for right now. I wanted to leave room for her to do stuff, but one of the things we had to do was put something in every pocket. So I tried not to overfill it because I already knew it was going to be, you know, oversized. And then I've just got some beads strung on the end of that tie. I've got several washi tapes that I used throughout and some chipboard stickers. These are some brads that I've added. And then there's a pocket on the back of this page. And I have a journaling page inside of it. I used a lot of magazine and catalog images, book images. This is cute. It's just the backside of a bee. It's a bee's backside. Very cute, I think. anyway. Here in this pocket, I have a tag that has some vintage number strips in it. I think that these were like for math game, that I've stamped and splattered some gold watercolor paint and then collaged on this. This is one of my, I have trouble parting with my ledger papers because it's so hard to find them. And then this is some vintage dotted Swiss fabric. And I've got some beads right there on the bulb pin. And I have some coffee dyed index cards that one of my placemats that I have that I'll use is a sunflower. And so I've got a few of these tucked in throughout. This is a napkin dry decoupage on there. A vintage lace tablecloth piece. And this was a, let's see, I think, now see, this is where I have to really figure out what I did. This was the lace vertical band. It's a, I have trouble calling it a belly band if it doesn't go across, because you don't wear things up and down your belly. That would be more like a sash or a suspender or something. Anyway, I've got some messy yarn going on in there and 2 different kinds of lace. Got another journaling card. This says gold and gems sat atop her head. This was one of the requirements. This is the double tuck with a mystery. And I have this journaling card. I think this is a digital from Kara Brandon. And it says she was herself again. And then I have this tag. I think that's also Kara Brandon. And then some lace, and it's stapled on. I have a bookmark that I just used a whole bunch of my scraps on and then did some crazy stitch sewing. I have a sticker on there, part of a book page that I cut off, some messy thread stuffed in there. There's Van Gogh's Starry Night, some of my ledger, and that's just covered with packing tape to seal it in. And then here's the mystery for the double tuck, is this piece of stationery, and I've got numbers on it to help with folding it, because it opens up to this, and you fold it back up by folding down 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, just like that. And then this also flips open for a little bit more journaling space in there. I have some little flowers from where I made some of Julie's fluffy flowers, and I had a few of the singles left over, and so some of those are scattered throughout. And I have used Liquid Pearls Sunflower, obvious choice, on the centers of those flowers. Here is one of my multiple pockets, and inside I have tucked in this journaling card that is from a gardening book and backed it with music paper. I have a fabric belly band. I have this washi tape journaling card tucked in. It says create your own sunshine. Hoarded items was one of the things we had, and I have some of these washi tapes from the washi tape shop, and I will link that below as well. And I have a whole bunch of Van Gogh washi tapes, and I just haven't used them, and I've had them for a long time. Washi tape in general, I tend to hoard. That I was really hoarding. And then I have another tuck up here, and this is just a little cardstock card with one of the edges from a piece of the scrapbook paper showing the different colors that are used in it. On the back side, I have one of my safety pin notepads, and inside I just have some sheets of my paper that I dyed with the Starry Night Starry Night hibiscus flowers that are pink, but the paper is yellow when you dye it with that. Very strange, but I loved it. Here I have the Post-it notes the idea that I got from somebody, and I wish I could find out who it was. I like to tuck those in because you can move those around. And it gives you a not white page. I'm not sure how this page got glitter on it, but it has a shimmer. I don't mind. Here's another of the required elements. It was a flip-flop with a flap. And I used a lot of images from magazines, catalogs, books, and things like that. I think I already said that. I added some brads here. This flips out. And that's some napkin applique and a piece from a vintage book right here. This is very, very far open. I'm hoping that you can see it. Let me scoot it over just a little bit. That might be better. And so that pulls out, and then this is a piece of tea-dyed paper that pulls out. And I have a pocket here, and this is one of the sunflower print index cards, coffee dyed. And this is a little tag that I just made with some scraps. Just zigzagged the pieces across. And over here in this pocket, I have another journaling card. It says, "She stood her ground." And it's backed with the hibiscus paper as well. It says, "Stand tall, keep your face to the sunshine." Some more post-it notes. Here's the other side of that fabric, multiple pocket page, whatever things. And it's just some of this vintage large graph paper and a little piece from a, is it 1948? 47, something like that, pocket calendar. And on this side, we've got 3 things in the different pockets. Here's one journaling card, and that's from one of Dear Julie's kits. The piece of scrap paper. I put a bunch of pieces of the papers that I used in here into the pockets and things so that she could use it however she wants to. A little journaling card. I love this picture. And then here is another of the pockets, and I can't remember what I made this one for. But here I have a bingo card with napkin applique and some lace on top of it. That's a vintage bingo card. And then this is a tall, scrappy tag. I've just had a whole bunch of strips of offcuts, and so I just glued them all on there. I took a piece of the 2nd generation napkin and glued that over the top. I stamped that big sunflower on there, a tab with a bulb pin and some little beads on it. And that's actually a pretty sturdy card. That's on I think that's on a manila folder, file folder. And I don't know how. I got shine everywhere. I can't help it. All right, in this pocket, I have a service tag that I just added a little sticker to. That's from Dollar Tree. I think I used all but 2 stickers because I'd already used the 2 stickers on some other project. And then another of the coffee dyed sunflower index cards. And that was signature 1. Hopefully I won't talk as much through this one, but I probably will. This is a pocket that is made from the vintage large grid paper and a color catcher that you put into your washing machine. Let's see, this is a vintage number strip. This is the number of another of the stickers that I was just talking about. Another of the sunflower coffee dyed cards. And I think I just have a couple of scraps in here for her to do things with. And then in here, I have some journaling paper. I have a book called Katie and the Sunflowers, and a couple years ago we had a little flood in my storage closet downstairs, and this book got ruined. The cover was all bowed up and pages were rippled and everything. So I took the pages out and I ironed them. You can't iron them when they're still in the book very easily. And the entire book is in this journal. The second and fourth signatures have the 2 signatures of the book. And so it's the complete book. Here I have an envelope, and I just had a friend that went through and looked at this, and so I'm having to put some things back together, but I don't mind. Although I'm trying to stick that in the wrong place. I may need to add a little more glue to one spot. Because it closes like that. That's the closure. We've got 2 washi tapes and some messy thread and a fussy cut flower. You open it up and you can write, you can put secret things in there. Whatever she wants to do. And then that slides in there and it keeps it closed. And then this is a cutout from a catalog that she can do whatever she wants. I think it's really pretty. Little piece of that ledger. Here I have a double belly band. And I think that this is a Kara Brandon pocket, but I just made it into a journaling card. Added this chipboard sunflower that says "Be Yourself" and tied a little bit of my binding thread on top. And this is actually a curved, let's see, can you see that? It's curved so that it holds this in really well. It stops it right there. And then this is just a piece of a digital from Julie. I love the colors in there. This is a double tuck, another of the requirements that we make with an envelope. My daughter likes to go fishing, and I just thought that this card really reminded me of her, so I added it in there, along with this one. And then this flips open, and I have a tag with lots of fabric strips on it, and I actually waxed the edges of it. And then I have a Splenda packet that said "Create Your Own Sunshine," and so I just tore that little piece out and glued it on there, and I stitched that across on the sewing machine. And this is a flip up, flip down, and I've got one of the little tiny leftover flowers. It doesn't do a whole lot to keep that closed, but it's okay because it stays closed when you close that. More of the book page, the story. This flips up, and I've got another stationery page. Here's another of the, I forgot about that. I have washi along this folded page. My book pages were too long. I should have measured better. I should have on several things because I had to go back and redo a lot of things because it was like 1/4 of an inch too long or whatever. So I did add some to the folded pages on occasion, not to all of them. This is one of the requirements, and it was a flip up. Oh shoot, it was a, what did she call that? I'm looking. Envelope flap up double pocket. Envelope flap up with double pocket. My envelope was too tall. I had to cut it off at the top. I have some of the vintage math game here, along with, this is some of my faux aged cellophane tape. And I think that I have a video on how I do that, and I just folded it around to make a tab. This envelope was stamped all over, stamped like crazy. This sticker says "The sun will rise and we will try again." And inside I have this seal, this wax seal on this journaling card that is lined with ledger paper. And I've got a little bit of scrap fabric right there. I actually accidentally sewed that in because I forgot to take this out of the pocket before I sewed the signature in. So there's a little bit of the fabric right there that's still on it where I had to clip it so it would be loose. let's see, and I didn't put signature ties dangles on the first and last signatures. Those are both hidden. But here are the beads that I've put on this one. It's just a mix. She's not very frou-frou, but I wanted to put something on there and I knew she would like that. This page flips all the way out that far. This is the other side of the envelope, and I have a postcard that I've added an image of a stamp from a stamp catalog that I have, and a sticker over the blue flowers because this is sunflowers. And then, let's see. Oh, it's backed with an index card that I've stamped on. And I used my watercolor technique for that stamp. Not watercolor, watercolor technique. This bulldog clip is holding on this, Julie calls it a 6-pack. And it's a 6-pack with a flip. And it opens up like this. And if you turn it over, looks like that. I have a tag inside each of the pockets that's got decoupaged napkin and some stickers. Let's see, there's that one. And that one. And the third one. I think they all go together really well. This was the anyone thing. And I used the napkin on all 3 of those pieces. At the napkin decoupage, I've sewn around the edges. The ribbon is sewn in. And I actually have some accidental water damage. Thank you, Kathleen Moore, for giving me a good name for it to make it sound like it was on purpose. Kathleen Moore. This bulldog clip is, well, I thought it was holding something. Why is that there? I feel like I'm missing something right there. Maybe it's just to keep that page folded. We'll just say that's it. Here's another envelope that flips up, and I've got some scrap papers inside. A little bit of washi tape wrapped around. More of the book page. Here's the other side of the envelope. And here's a very large journaling card that opens up. Got a piece of scrap fabric. I love this embroidery image that's in the kit that I used from Julie. And that's on parchment paper. This is music paper, vintage music paper, like 1934, and some napkin decoupage. I had to go through and cut this off and glue it because after I sewed it in, I couldn't get the card in to the envelope. I don't usually have my envelopes facing into the signature, and I forgot to take care of that. But that was easy enough. I just cut along there, and then I glued those flaps down. Here I just have a collage. This is dry cleaner sheet that has been dyed with paint, and this is an image from a catalog. Another belly band over here, double belly band with the number strip and a large tag, and it has that vintage ledger and some napkin decoupage, and I actually decoupaged the napkin over the belly band, and then I took a knife and I cut it so that it was workable all the way across, but I also had the continuous image. More of my ledger. This little clip is holding down this fabric flip. I have this dangle on here, and this is actually a tag from something that I bought at a museum. I went to the Loom exhibit, where it's like an immersive visit through Van Gogh paintings, and it's very cool. And I bought something and this tag was on it, and so I made it into a journaling card. Got this little clip on here to help keep it closed, but I put it on this side to help keep it from being bulky. And then this matching clip is holding down this fabric flip. And I have, these are Post-it notes that I've stamped on and just thrown a little sparkle marker on. And this just keeps this helps the flap to behave. Over here in this pocket, I've got a piece of coffee dyed paper and a piece of scrap paper. And on this side, I have another journaling card. Here, I've added a few more of those extra flowers into the bouquet. That image is from the book. Here is just a different kind of a pocket. Here's one of the sunflower coffee cards. And then that opens up and this page opens up. And that was the second signature. Here's the third. And I fussy cut around this image just to create this whole collage look of pages. Here's more of the hibiscus dyed paper. This is the end paper from the book. And I really liked it. And this is from the set of stickers from Dollar Tree that I used throughout the journal. Got a little collage here of fabric, ribbon, and that dotted Swiss. This is an altered paper clip. I'll go ahead and take it off. Maybe. What am I hooked on? Oh, I was hooked on that page, that's what. And I have this is a large altered paper clip. But I just took some of the scrapbook paper and some images from the kits and tied this piece of dotted Swiss fabric on there. And it's helping to keep this flap closed. That is helping to keep this waterfall in place. And again, more of the dotted Swiss, a little chipboard tag, and then some vintage music, sheet music. No, this one's not vintage. It might be vintage. I can't remember what year it is. It's from Beauty and the Beast, one of my daughter's favorite Disney movies. And she is like Belle. She loves to read. Always got her nose in the book, and she's very artsy. This little flip out right here. I've added some of the washi tape. Let's see, it says copyright 91. So that's 32, so that's vintage. Another of the coloring sheets. Journaling card in this pocket. It's from a catalog. This is another of the pockets, and it is called a fold over tuck and tack. Fold over tuck and tack. And it's because you fold it and then you fold it in and then you glue it down, which would be the tacking. And I have napkin and ledger and scrap paper and messy thread in this pocket, or on this pocket, and in the pocket I have some extra papers. In this inside pocket I have another piece from the gardening book and another piece of the math number strip, and then one of the magazine images. This pocket, this is from Julie's kit. And I have a little inspected by tag tucked into the bottom there. And these are the dangles I have on this center signature. And this particular one says handmade, and it's got a little flower there that reminded me of a sunflower, and then made with love on a heart. These paper sunflowers are from Dollar Tree. I found this on the sidewalk. It's rubber, like it was maybe one of those crock things that you stick in your shoe for decoration. And I stamped, and I got a little piece of the ledger here that says, see page 95 for continuance of this account. And I have my vintage lace tablecloth tab. And that was on this journaling card. This pocket holds another piece of scrap paper and a postcard that I have in a, it's one of those packs, like a paper pad. This is a paper pad of postcards. I made a stamp from one of the magazine images and canceled it with my little vine stamp. And then another piece of scrapbook paper. This is a side, an edge. Oh my goodness. I just can't remember. Double edge pocket. Double edge pocket. And so it's got two inserts. This says "You Are My Sunshine." It just flips up. And then this is one of the songs that Julie has in her digital. This is very convoluted, intricate, whatever the word is you want to use. There's a pocket right here that has this service card. I actually had to cut off the bottom of it. I used some of the Dollar Tree stickers that were the painter and the sunflowers, which of course that means Van Gogh, right? And I have tucked in here another piece of cardstock. These are magazine images. I have another of the stickers here, some washi down here. And this is supposed to be, let's see if I can remember what I call it, what the name was. I don't remember which one this was. I'll put it on the screen. I'll look back at my entries on the Facebook page. But this folds over and flips down for some writing space, and you just tuck it, and it goes right up under these. I like these dimensional stickers from Dollar Tree. They work really well for a lot of things. This heart paper clip is helping to hold these scrap pieces in. There's 4 of them. I just like the way they line up. Here's my fabric and lace pocket. I have an air freshener in here, and the book smells really good. And I also have another scrap piece in there. This is a layered tag with a dangle, and there's 5 pieces. And some are plain old cardstock and some are printed cardstock, and I stamped on all of them. The top one has a washi sticker and a little sunflower dangle. And then I have more journaling paper tucked into the fabric pocket. This is one of the things that I mismeasured, and so I had to, let me tuck that in, wrap it around the page. Because I really couldn't just cut it off because that wouldn't have worked. And that's the other page from the end papers in the journal, or not the journal, in the book that I got those pages from. And we are into the 4th signature, and here's just a pocket that I made, just a different fancy pocket, and I've got stickers. These are all from that sticker page from Dollar Tree. It's just a journaling, folded journaling card there. And then back here I have a pocket, and this is from a book, and I've got another of the sunflower coffee prints index cards. Tuck here with an image from the book and some butterflies on this folded piece of scrapbook paper she can write on. These are also from the sticker page. And what I did, sometimes you get sticker pages and the background that's left over after you take the stickers off is still usable, still pretty. And so I just took my little, I think it's a 1/2 inch punch, and punched out different areas and put them on the edge of the page, and then added that little feather sticker that was on there. And I'm not done with that because it's still got usable pieces. This is another of the, this is the fold over, let's see, This is the large tag pocket and flip on the other side. So this is the tag, and I've just got some washi, and this is from an advertisement, some stickers, Julie's Digital, the large graph paper, and a piece of ledger paper that is backed on parchment. And then the other side just flips out and is backed with some ledger paper for writing. For this pocket here, it's not really a pocket. I have these two butterfly paper clips that are helping to hold these two pieces of the sunflower coffee dyed paper in place. Here is the privacy envelope with a tuck and a flap. So this part of the privacy envelope creates this tuck here, and I've got washi tape and stickers and stamps. And then this is from 1933 sheet music, and I've got a little collage up here that the sticker and graph paper, and this says Brave Girl. And then on the other side, this envelope, privacy envelope, continues, and it flips out and flips up, and there's writing space and writing space, but there's also this little tuck pocket down here, and I've just put in that little journaling card. In this pocket, I've made a large journaling card with the ledger paper and the graph paper. Here are the signature ties for this one. I love this gold bead with a little bit of glitter in it. She'll just have to deal with the glitter. I made a little booklet here with some magazine or catalog images, washi tape, a little chipboard sticker, and this is from a book, and the pages just happen to be right across from each other, so that worked well. And the rest of that little sunflower ad. This is the clear packaging pocket with an insert, and I have a magazine image that I've glued down the back of the page, and the bottom was too long, so I cut it off. Added these chipboard stickers, and behind the acetate packaging, this flower is, I think that this flower is stuck down and this butterfly is stuck down. I don't think I have anything loose in there, but you get a whole different look whenever you take the card out. And this is the journaling card that I made. A little bit of my old lace right there. And again, those pages flip out, so you've got the whole story. Didn't lose any of it. Added this from a book to that flip out. And it still goes, you can just pull it all the way out, read that side, and read that side. I made a washi tape tab there. And that's the end of the book. Here I have a pocket, and her birthday is November 11th. Or no, November 5th, excuse me. So there's 11s and 5s in the journal. This is a collage with washi tape. I don't even know where this came from. This is a ticket from valet parking at my church, magazine, tissue paper. I like the way that that card turned out. And just a little accent strip that matches the other stationery pieces I have in here. Here's the other side of that slanted pocket. I have washi collage on here, a little sticker that says artist, and a chipboard sticker. And then behind that, if I can get a hold of it from this angle, a large journaling card with this little flower stuck on, and It's stapled as well because I wasn't so sure about it staying stuck. And I put a number 1 from a game piece on there. This piece of blank paper stuck out, and so I added some of the washi tape to cover that up. All right, now we're into the last signature. And this is a, what is it? I don't think this was a requirement. I think this is something I just made. I don't know for sure. We'll find out. These are some extra pieces of scrapbooking paper tucked into the back of that, because this is kind of like a mini belly band. And I have some of Julie's Fluffy Flowers. This is one of the first things that I learned to make from her. And again, I have the sunflower liquid pearls inside. If you pull on this little tab, it opens up for writing space, and down. And there's that cute little girl. And then over and up and down. And you've got all this writing space. And this has been stenciled and stamped. And then you just close it back up. There's a sticker here, whip sticker right here. A stamp from the catalog. Digital image from Julie. And then this little tuck. It is made from a punch and fluffy flowers. And then on this side, I have this long, tall, narrow pocket. So I have this either journaling card or bookmark. And I made some messy thread bee wings to match the bee that was on the flowers on the chipboard. And then some more journaling paper tucked into that pocket. Little collage here. This is from some more of the dryer sheet. This is music paper that has napkin decoupage on top of it, and then I took a gold marker and did some of my messy lines around the edge. I have a sticker, some messy thread, and the vintage game piece. I really loaded that one up, and sparkle marker splattered on there. Spectrum Noir marker, not sparkle marker. Goodness gracious. I think this is a Kara Brandon pocket. This little tag has the vintage dotted Swiss fabric and a magazine or catalog image and some washi tape on it. This is a Kara Brandon tag. This is a piece from the stationery that I had to cut off because of the size. And this is a page from a book that just has some stuff about looking at wildflowers and some different things that you can do to enjoy them, but it had a sunflower right there, so I tucked that in. Here's some of my stencil stamping on this ledger page. This is just a magazine image that's covering up some words that were on this paper here. Here's one of my stencil pages, and I've collaged on there sheet music and coffee dyed paper and lace and fabric and scrapbook paper and a brad and staples and messy thread, all kinds of stuff. And then this postcard, I added some of the fluffy flowers to as well. And I like the embossed look that it has. It's not embossed, but it looks like it is. And that's from that postcard pad. And then there's the stenciling. In here I have a whole bunch of the pieces that I didn't use that I had cut out. Mostly magazine images, but then some smaller pieces of like the scrapbook paper and such. This is an original painting. I made this one. It's watercolor. I have a better image that I'll put in right here. Oops. This is a tuck, nope, with a lock. It's something with a lock. Page with the locking tip in. And this is a Mary Engelbreit image, and it says, "Ah, how good it feels, the hand of an old friend." That's a quote from Longfellow, and it's bordered with these sunflowers. And this tucks under that butterfly wing and then opens up. And here I have a pocket, and I've made this journaling card. This says, "For we carry the heavens with us." This is a magazine image, and this is a digital, and this is parchment. And it opens up for journaling, but then it also opens up like that. The whole thing opens up. And I have used my corner punch that has the floral on it, or that looks floral. See, this is vintage 1933 music paper and the graph paper. This is from an Ideals magazine, and I just loved the poem. Got a little pocket down here that I made using this washi tape. Journaling card here, made from the digital and a magazine image. And then this chipboard butterfly has its twin on the other side. And somehow this page got torn, so I added a little piece of fabric tape that I had sticking right up there in front of me, and this extra piece of washi that I used elsewhere in the journal. And it's funny, it's just right there when I needed it. Here in this pocket, this tag says "My Little Girl," and I've got, this is like a Project Life card or something along those lines. It says "Happiness," another piece of the stationery, and a piece from one of the books that you get at Dollar Tree that has all the little quotes and stuff in it. It says, "It's never too late to be what you might have been, and he who plants a tree plants a hope." Here I have another of the wax seals over some messy thread on this paper clip. This hidden paper clip, I guess, or altered paper clip. This is another punch from that sticker backing sheet. And this opens up. Let's see, something is wrong here. Oh, my glue is coming off, that's what. This opens up, and that should be down, and you just reach inside, and inside this pocket I have an inside joke. But I have this is a goat envelope. This is a stationery set that I have, and I can't tell you the inside joke, but I'm giggling about it. But there's the goats on that envelope. And let's see, that should be all that's in there. Yes, that did not stay glued like it was supposed to, so I'll have to take care of that. Inside the back of that forms a pocket that has another piece of the journaling paper in there, and another card right here. This is that vintage, it was 1948, that vintage notebook, calendar book. Another of the wax seals with messy thread, washi tape, digital, and some splatter on that envelope. This is one of my lace edges. The other side of the stencil stamped paper. My pile is falling over. Here's a pocket where I have just a piece of the hibiscus paper and a journaling card. This says "True Beauty." And this folds up. This is a Rita Donnelly flip. Folds up, and you can write under there. That's napkin applique, and that's sheet music on the back. This is a page edge, a snippet. I think a snippet edge is what it's called. And I also have a sticker here, again with the gold. And that, I think, turned out pretty well. Oh, and that's the end of the journal. Wowee. Okay. And here it is, without all the stuffings. It's still pretty full. Still pretty full. Here's everything that is in it. A couple of places that I need to go back into glue. And I got the one thing that was a paper clip holding something that wasn't there. So I'll have to figure out what that was. But This is my completed sunflower journal for the October Orderly Challenge with Dear Julie Julie. Like I said, I will have all of her links below. I will have the other links that I mentioned in the video below. And I am pretty sure my daughter is going to love this. She didn't know I made it for her. She was helping me clean the studio a couple months ago and saw that I had one of my boxes that said sunflower, and she's like, I want the sunflower journal. Just offhand, I don't even know if she remembers that she said it. So I'm hoping that this will be a pleasant surprise for her. I think that she'll love it. Thank you for joining me today. And as always, be kind. Bye.